What's up? What's up? It's me, the middleman CEO, Shon-Jhon. Welcome to the channel. Just want to bring some things to your attention that you probably have been like super busy. You haven't been able to keep up with. There's a lot of things I don't keep up with, especially recently since I've been heavily like financially focused, family focused. So spend a lot more time with the family. Spend a lot more time thinking about finances and how to build wealth long term. You know, the kind of money that'll outlive you, that'll outlive me, and take care of our families when we're long gone. And because I'm doing that, I realize, like, without even thinking about it, I am not watching sports. I am not watching the games like I used to watch. I barely watch, like, professional games and stuff. Like every once in a while I might catch it, by the time the kids go to sleep, it's probably 9:30. So anything after that I could probably catch, but before that, I'm like out of it. And I'm not mad about it. It just caught my attention that, man, I've gotten really, really hyper focused on what I want to accomplish. And without even thinking about it, those things have been pushed aside because they're not that important. So what goes on online, not important. The gossip, the back and forth, the Drake and the what's the guy name? I think he's out in the West Coast. Kendrick Lamar, I believe. Their beef, Cat Williams videos. None of that stuff's important. Not for you. If you want to waste time and that's how you want to spend your life or spend your day, then have at it. But for someone who wants to focus on achieving something and being successful, you don't have time for that. And that's a good thing. So a couple things I want to talk to you about. Because we all know that economically we are in a really bad spot. There's going to be no soft landing. I know the Fed, the only reason they think that, or they're saying that, is a couple of reasons. Number one, they don't mind lying to you. That's the number one reason. They will straight up lie to you. Number two, they believe they can print their way out of it just a little bit at a time. And by printing, I mean just printing money. And by they, I mean the government. And number three, they know you don't have financial education, so they can lie to you, right? And so I'm here to change that. I'm here to change that narrative and say, wait a minute, the public is informed now. Sure, we never got a peek behind the curtains. We didn't get to see the wizard, but we know now. The wizard's just a guy like us, right? We know the Fed is just up there guessing, right? We know as we struggle, in normal society, that the rich are continuing to get rich. The poor, and the gap between the rich and the poor just melting away. It's just, or I should say it this way, the gap is actually getting bigger, right? So the landline or the bridge between the rich and the poor is melted away while the gap is just growing astronomically. So by the way, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up if you get any value out of these videos. I appreciate it. And so I wrote down a couple things that the government, because I always say, I'm a big believer in, when I was growing up, it was, hey, actions speak louder than words. And I do believe that. I do believe that, you watch what a person do more than what they say. Sure, they said that and that's cute, but what do they do? Right? So I go back to the banks when I tell you guys, and by the way, this video is about, financial education for the poor and middle class. I should write a book about it, but that's what this book's about. I mean, that's what this video is about. See, I'm thinking about writing a book. It's financial education for the poor and middle class. That's all it is, because we're the ones who haven't been educated properly. So I'm on the journey of being, of educating myself and learning these things. And then as I learn, I share them with you. So I hope that's okay with you. And if you don't mind that, and if you want me to continue to share, just simply smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe. And I know you guys want the content. Otherwise, I can go away. I can stop doing videos. If nobody wants it, I get it. I'll continue to do my thing. But if you guys out there and you're like, hey, we need this, and we appreciate you because we're busy. We're working 2 jobs trying to get by. So it helps for you to be able to come on and let us know what's going on and how we can help ourselves. So I'm a big believer in watch what they say, not what they do, right? So whenever Biden took office, and I'm not Democratic or Republican, and I vote for the best candidate for my kids, for my family, for me. I vote for the best policies. I don't vote according to what color you are. I don't vote according to who you know, how impressive you are on the mic or as a person. No, What are your policies? I'm going to vote according to your policies. If you have a better policy list that I support, I'm voting for you. If whether it's a D or an R by your name, don't matter to me, right? I'm going with best policy. Well, what if all the policies suck? Well, I'm going to find the one who's got the least suckiest. Is that fair? And because what I don't do is I don't vote emotionally, and I don't encourage you to do the same. So this is financial education for the poor middle class, just some simple things I'm throwing out. And I want you to learn the things you don't know so that you can use money to make money, right? Get educated, read, study, watch videos, learn to use money to make money, right? Financial education is me showing up and saying, hey, don't buy that house with that paycheck. It's a bad idea, right? Don't store money in bank accounts like everybody else. Everybody's storing money in bank accounts and they're still struggling. Something's wrong. Don't repeat the process, right? Don't trust that process. Bust that process, okay? Bust it and get away from it. But I just want you to know that a couple things. Inflation is good for the rich and the asset owners. It's not good for you. It's good for anyone who owns the asset. By the way, if you guys want to get it into the masterclass and get into the training and learn how to build a business from your phone by booking customers, taking deposits, dispatching to work to someone else, book, deposit, dispatch, book, deposit, dispatch. See, I told you it's easy, just 3 steps. I've been doing it since 2020. It's all I do. I don't have a job and I don't want a job. Let me teach you how to do it, and then let me teach you how to hire a VA. I got a text this morning from one of the students. Hey, took my first deposit, just got out of the masterclass. $100 deposit. I screenshot it. You can check my post on my videos. You'll see that students are making money. So let me teach you how to make money from your phone without having to go to work. Don't quit your job yet. Let's grow your business first, but I still want to teach you how to do it. Put middleman in the comments, and if you want to dive into the masterclass, go and get the link out of the video description below. Work with me one-on-one. Let's build your business. So, again, really quickly, I always watch what people do, not what they say. I remember when Biden got into office, the first thing he did was cut the Keystone Pipeline. First thing, before he even did his inauguration speech, he cut off that pipeline. Why? Because they can, number one, it forced us, because oil went from like $30 to $100 that day, very quickly. If it wasn't that day, it was very quickly. So that began the process of wiping out the middle class, right? As soon as that oil price, everything depends on fuel, everything. And so all of a sudden, the price of oil, the price of gas, price of diesel, everything shot up. Now the cost gets passed down to you. See, I told you, the middle class. Now you start to see inflation in your economy, right? Because everybody's got to pass costs down to you. And that hurt people. That told me right away, wait a minute, they're about to wipe out the middle class and they're about to start printing money. And they did. So open borders, 10 million people just in the last 4 years, 3 or 4 years through the border. You think that's a coincidence? No, the border's wide open. It's got a sign on it that says enter from anywhere around the world. Come now. Now, we don't know who's coming through that border. We have no idea, right? And then the government's using your paycheck to take care of them. When the government takes care of somebody, it's from your paycheck, from your taxes. And I'm not against people wanting a better life, but there is a legal way to do it. And I know it's hard. I know the way sucks, but it is the right way. So, and borders open. Okay, these are your new workers, your new laborers. This is your new working class. They're going to come in. They're going to work for dirt poor. They're going to work for dirt poor salaries. They're probably going to take your job, replace you. And they're going to be the constituents that hopefully a certain party can use to vote for them in the future. Just telling you like it is. And also, the third thing is inflation. You see inflation going through the roof. It's rampant. Why? Because the asset owners, I hinted on this earlier, the asset owners are getting wealthy. It's just the ones who work jobs and have to pay the bills who are losing money, who have to buy the groceries, pay the rents. You're the ones losing money. The ones who owns the homes you live in, the apartments you live in, they're making more money because their rents are going up. And they don't have to refinance a loan. The project's already completed. They just raise the rent and make extra money. So revenue through the roof, right? So we're playing the wrong game. We have to learn how to play the game to win and have success, right? So that's a little bit of financial education for the poor middle class. Hit thumbs up if you got any value. Watch another video. See you on the next video, guys. Peace.